All right, good evening, nerds around the world. Welcome to episode 105 of the Nerds Unite as One podcast. Been a long time coming. Apologize about that, but we are back. I am Paul English, your host tonight. And like always, we have a terrific show for you, as well as a great panel that I will be introducing to you. First of all, we got Colton Hunt, who recently celebrated his 26th birthday. Happy birthday, my friend, and welcome back to here.
Hey everyone, 26, 4 years away from 30. Oh joy.
I'm only 3, so shut up. Don't be giving me that.
Yeah, you both can just shut up right now.
All right. Sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry. If I remind you of your mortality and your age.
You do.
Oh no, let me tell you what reminds you of your mortality and your age. Having a little sister who just became a teenager. You have that, you're going to feel your back giving out every day.
Fair enough.
Well, speaking of someone getting reminded of their mortality, as he just said, you heard him. It is Mike Gulick from Geek Salad. What's going on, Mike?
Howdy, guys. Glad to be back. Let's get some Nerds Unite as One fun going.
Mike, you might want to get your camera going because for some reason, whenever you talk, we can't see you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but you've been holding kind of the same pose for a little bit on the picture. But I don't know, maybe that's just a glitch on our part and the audience can see you just fine. But we'll see about that. So anyway, before we get to the main topic, obviously we've had a couple recent deaths in the world of entertainment. First off, Powers Boothe, a well-known character actor, passed away recently. Very, very sad. And then, so let's get to him first. Mike, I'll start with you. What was your reaction? Oh, no, Colton, I'll start with you first. What was your reaction when you heard the news?
Well, just first I thought it was honestly a hoax. Well, then again, that's how it is with every celebrity death these days. You know, it's like you think they're just living life as it is, and suddenly, nope, they're dead. It was a bit of a shock. I mean, granted, I'm not well versed in the guy's filmography. In fact, I didn't even know of his existence until Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but he seemed like a pretty good guy, a very good actor during his stint on that show. So may he rest in peace.
Indeed. Mike, do you have anything you want to add? Obviously,
we can't hear you, Mike.
Oh, okay. Well, while we wait for him to come back, the other sad death that we lost was Sir Roger Moore, best known for his portrayal in 7 James Bond films, the longest tenured Bond of them all. Mike is back.
Yes.
As we get that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you continue? Powers Boothe. What was your news when you heard the news?
I was kind of shocked. Because we saw him on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We also saw him in Avengers. He was one of the security council there. And we also saw him in Winter Soldier, I believe.
No, he wasn't in Winter Soldier. I remember that much. He was conspicuously absent from that movie, which is why he was around for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s 3rd season.
Well, I mean, we've all seen him in like Sin City, Con Air. I saw him in Gruber. I don't know if anybody else saw that movie. So yeah, I mean, he's always been just kind of like that guy. He's always been there, and whenever you see him, you recognize him, but he's never really kind of had that like breakout role, which is a shame because like whenever he does show up, he does bring it. So yeah, I mean, it's a terrible loss. So sympathies out going out to his family.
Definitely,
absolutely. Another big loss we suffered, and as I was mentioning it to Colton before Mike jumped back in, we lost Sir Roger Moore as well over the weekend. Best known, obviously, for his portrayal of the 2nd Gentleman Bond, as I always refer him to. Starred in 7 007 films. The longest.
He was the 3rd, wasn't he?
No. He was the 3rd. I sometimes forget about George Lazenby, but you're right. He was the 3rd Bond. And the longest tenured Bond. He played him for 12 years through 7 films. I mean, I don't think anyone says he was the greatest James Bond. That's people either say that's either Sean Connery or Daniel Craig, but I mean, he certainly brought a unique charm to James Bond. I would argue that he probably imbued that charming, debonair persona better than anyone else. He certainly brought a different, more comedic, lighthearted tone to the character, but it was certainly while not all of his films were great, most of them were good, and I enjoyed every one of his movies that he did. And granted, like I said, not all of them were good, but I enjoyed his portrayal. I thought he did a great job, and he will definitely be missed. So, Colton, what was your reaction when you heard the news? He was 89, by the way, so he definitely hung in there, but very sad. Was you great?
It was another surprise death. I mean, granted, like you just said, he was 89, so we shouldn't have been too shocked. I mean, he lived a pretty long life, among other things, but still, yeah, still a bit of a shocking loss, nevertheless. And man, admittedly, my memories of him as James Bond are pretty spotty. In fact, when it comes to Bond, my precious memories are of Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan. But what I do remember of Roger Moore, he did a good job with what he had. You know, granted, it's pretty easy to pick on him when it comes to his tenure as Bond, as he had probably the most infamous moments, as he was there for the longest. But you gotta give him credit for still, you know, going with it, and you know, not something like he was phoning his roles in or so, because it would be pretty easy to do so, especially when he was by that point when he showed up in that clown makeup in one movie. Which one was that?
That might have been Octopussy.
That was Octopussy, yeah. He was also in a gorilla outfit for that one too.
Yeah, like I said, it takes dedication to put up with that and still keep going on.
Yes.
Props to that. Props to that, Roger Moore.
Absolutely. Mike, what was your reaction?
Yeah, I was quite shocked. I mean, I didn't realize that he had been 89. He's actually the oldest Bond. He's
Yep.
I think Sean Connery's only 86 right now, so Roger Moore was actually older than him, and he's the first Bond we lost. I can't say that his films were the best Bond films that I've ever seen. The 80s were not kind to James Bond. But the thing about Roger Moore is that most of what we think of James Bond, a lot of that kind of came from the Roger Moore movies, for good or for ill. I mean, obviously Sean Connery originated the role and just kind of created it, but a lot of the subtle, like a lot of the nuances, like a lot of the Sean Connery was never half the ladies' man that Roger Moore was. I mean, Sean Connery's Bond got a lot of pussy galore, shall we say? But Roger Moore was at least 3 or 4 deep in every single movie. So kudos to him. Even when the women were less than half his age. I mean, he was old enough to be, was it Tanya Roberts' father? He was actually the same age as Tanya Roberts' mother when he was banging her. And which one was that one? I want to say that one was For Your Eyes Only, or no, A View to a Kill, I believe.
Yeah, he was 55, I believe, when that movie came out.
Yeah, Tanya Roberts was Stacey Sutton, and he was old enough to be her father at the time, and hey, if you're 55 and you're say, okay, so we want your character to romance this 20-year-old, are you gonna say no?
Hey, girls go for experience. Gotta give him that.
Yeah,
he had plenty of it.
Yeah. So I mean, it honestly, I do not blame him for all the, let's not put it gently, crap that Bond was saddled with in those movies. Those movies were, let's see how far we can push that line without people leaving in droves, and they pushed that line pretty far. I mean, Octopussy is just god awful. It's terrible. Yeah. The funny thing is, I don't believe in any of the Roger Moore Bond movies I don't think Roger Moore ever asked for a martini shaken not stirred. Because I don't think Moore actually liked martinis, so he would always have them giving like a whiskey on the rocks or something like that.
Rewatch that. I'm planning on having a Roger Moore marathon at some point.
Well, I'm a huge Bond fan. I've got Blu-rays of every single movie so far.
Same here. Same here. I got that 50th anniversary set.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got that. That was my Christmas present one time, and I love that thing.
I'm so ashamed. The only James Bond film I own is Casino Royale.
Hey, don't be ashamed to own this Casino Royale, man. Casino Royale is one of the best ones.
It's my favorite Craig
said
series.
Die Another Day or Quantum of Solace. Who boy?
Yeah, we don't speak of that movie.
That one, it's all right. It had issues.
It has. I mean, it has strengths, but it's just so unpleasant.
Yeah. But yeah, hey.
Oh well. Yeah.
Roger Moore, he will be missed, man.
Definitely.
You most definitely will. You most definitely will. All right, before we get to the main, I just remember there's one more thing that I need to go over, and this is just shocking. Did y'all hear about what happened at Phoenix Comic-Con this week?
The incident with Jason David Frank?
Yeah, some psycho tried to kill him. To walk right into Comic-Con with 3 handguns and a shotgun with the intention of killing him.
And
first of all,
how the hell did you get through security?
They probably thought those guns were props. I don't know.
Yeah. They must have thought it was prop for some reason. I mean, but apparently this guy has a history of them. Apparently, he stabbed him 15 years ago. And he reportedly came there to, as he put it, finish the job.
Wow.
Why would anyone want to harm my boy JDF? He's a man. I mean, I hadn't heard about I didn't hear about that either until I heard the story about it.
Yeah.
People are crazy, man.
I know, and like I said, why would you want to target the guy? I mean, he alone pretty much kept the Power Rangers alive in its darkest periods by reminding everyone, hey, this is still on the air. He's the ambassador of the franchise. I mean, so I am so thankful he's okay. And I'm glad he didn't let it ruin his experience with the fans, because even though I have yet to go to a convention with him, I've heard he's absolutely the best with his fans. So I am hoping and praying that I can go to a Comic-Con, that he's there, just get his autograph, or take a picture with him. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I've heard
the most well-known Ranger of them all.
From most fans that had dealings with him, I've heard nothing but good things. He's genuinely a nice guy. He's very friendly, very open with fans. I mean, when you think about like a lot of the people that were in the original, like the older Power Rangers series, a lot of them like oh yeah, I did that, but it was just a paycheck. Don't worry, don't talk about it. He's like, dude, I was in it for the longest than anybody. He even came back for
Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder,
and for that finale that I dare not mention 3 years ago, which sucked.
He came back for Dino Thunder. He came back for Wild Force for Forever Red.
Wild Force.
Forever Red.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did Forever Red. Yeah, the team up. Yeah.
And hell, he came back for the movie. Him and Amy Jo Johnson. So
yeah, they had a cameo on the film. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's all right. I'm glad he still loves the fans. But you know what? And this tells me what a great guy he is. He even said during a press conference, I will pray for that person because he needs help. I'm like, JDF, you're a better man than me, because if I was in your shoes, I'd be saying, I hope he gets locked up in a psych ward and gets beaten up for the rest of his life. That's what I would say. I'm like, so he's a better man than I will ever be.
Yeah. No argument.
Thank goodness he's all right. All right, guys. So on to the main topic of this show. And the idea for this came out about a month and a half ago, when I made the decision, since it was on HBO, to watch Independence Day 2. Got about an hour into it before I shut it off, and you know what? I don't have the motivation to finish it up. It's just that bad. And then I started talking to myself, which I usually do, like, I love dumb, fun summer movies as much as the next guy. I mean, who doesn't love them? But when you make a movie like that, you want to make sure you focus on the fun, not the dumb. First Independence Day. Is it dumb? Yes. But at least it's fun. It's a fun movie to just turn your brain off for a couple hours and just have a good time. And I'll even give it this credit for being 21 years old. Still holds up pretty good. The effects look good. The action sequences are fun. It's a fun movie.
It's the right kind of dumb.
It's the right kind of dumb. Independence Day 2, the wrong kind of dumb. It is all dumb, no fun. And that got me thinking, which leads to the main topic. What is a dumb, fun summer movie? I've kind of been asking myself that question, so that is why we're here, to discuss it. So, Colton, I'm going to start with you on this one. What do you think qualifies a movie to be dumb but fun at the same time?
All right. In order to be considered dumb fun, I think this is what I consider to be the qualifications. I've written on my phone here. First off, at no point can you think the movie's premise if you think the movie's premise could ever happen in real life, then it's not dumb. I don't think, at least because so like Independence Day, there's no way that's ever happening. So yeah, and there also needs to be a certain amount of self-awareness about how it's presented. Like if they're really trying to present itself as being like an enjoyable sort of film and not like this kind of a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing, then it's not dumb. Take Die Hard, for example. That's a very fun movie, but they're also, playing it pretty straight. They're trying to give you a legit movie, so I wouldn't consider that to be a dumb fun film. But when you compare that to, say, White House Down, that I would consider it to be dumb fun because, they're just, you can tell they're just totally you can tell they're not, like, trying to, be serious with it. They have, like, a lot of gags. Like, there's a gag with them. They're trying to skip the bad guys, so they go rushing to one of the president's cars, which is called Ground Force One and whatnot. And then there's also the scene with the rocket launcher where Jamie Foxx, as the president, fires a rocket launcher at some of the bad guys, and then he loses it, and Channing Tatum shouts out, "How do you lose a rocket launcher?" And that's another thing. I think the final qualification to be dumb fun is that the cast has to be having fun themselves. If they at any point seem like they don't want to be there, then it's not fun.
All right, very interesting description. Okay, Mike, I'm coming to you next. What do you consider a dumb, fun summer movie? Like, what makes a movie dumb and fun?
Well, for one, it has to be an action movie.
Okay.
For me, comedies, they're meant to be dumb or fun, but they're not meant to be dumb fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I would agree with that.
So it has to be like an action or sci-fi action. The big thing that changes it from a dumb fun to a dumb movie is if I feel insulted while watching it. If at any point it feels like it's insulting your intelligence or treating the audience as if they're like too dumb to understand what's going on, then no, you're out. No, it has to be something that it has to be an action film where the action is in general over the top.
Fair.
But it never crosses that line into gratuitous. There's a very fine line there. But if it's kind of like if it has a tongue-in-cheek humor to it, then that's a good sign to it. If like Colton said, if it looks like the cast are having fun with it, if at any time they seem like they're bored with what they're doing, it's gone. As long as they're having fun and the audience is having fun along with them, that's a dumb fun action film for me.
Okay, well, and now this sort of led to the next question. My next question I have, which is, what is that special ingredient? When is it that a dumb movie? What is it that makes a dumb movie fun, as opposed to just being dumb? Like, when is that special thing that has to happen for a dumb movie to be fun, and then if it's not there, it's just dumb? What do you think that is? Mike, I'll start with you on that one.
It's really hard to give a definition for this. For me, the best way to define that is by giving an example.
Okay.
The best example for me is Transformers 1 versus Transformers 2. Transformers 1, I qualify that as dumb fun because gratuitous action, yeah, it's over the top, but never. I don't know. There's a couple of moments where it feels like it's making fun of it's kind of pandering to the lowest common denominator in the audience. But in general, the movie is just kind of having fun with it. It's like they're giant robots. They look like machines. They transform and they get a huge, city destroying action set pieces. But it never once feels like it's insulting. Whereas with Transformers Dark of the Moon...
That was 3.
Transformers...
Revenge of the Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen.
I hate that movie.
At this point, who cares?
Yeah, pretty much. No one gives a shit.
But for me, I mean, the whole movie is just terrible. But the one moment that perfectly defines that it's a dumb movie and not a dumb fun movie is when... what's the guy's name? I can't remember the actor's name, but when he says, "I'm underneath the robots," that's when I was like,
yeah.
That's when I was just like, you know what? Fuck you, movie. You are a dumb movie. You're no longer fun. You're just insulting. So fuck you. That's. I mean, dude. And the fact that they were just swinging is.
A giant set of metallic balls. That's just.
That's when it's like. That's when you just can tell Michael Bay was like, balls. Balls.
Yeah, you think he's compensating for something?
If you know what
maybe he's been kicked in the nuts too many times. I don't know. I don't care at this point. It's just that is. I mean, like I said, there are tons of moments throughout the entire movie. But that one moment perfectly exemplifies when a movie becomes dumb and not dumb fun.
I would agree with that. Colton, what about you?
Okay. I think when a movie, that's a Revenge of the Fallen, that's a pretty good example. I would have to, in fact, I would say that the second that the twins appear would probably be when the movie officially becomes dumb and it stops becoming fun because.
Oh, I had forgotten about them. Oh.
Because, part of the reason why Revenge of the Fallen is so bad is because of the twins. They take out most of the fun factor because it's not fun to watch them. You're just, waiting. You're just pretty much and it's not fun to watch Sam either. It's just an endurance, basically, to try and get through all their shit so you can get to the action. And even the action feels less inspired, It feels more too overly bombastic to really care about what's going on, so to speak.
Yeah.
Dude, when those twins showed up, I was just counting down the minutes until the NAACP just shut the whole theater down. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. That was a dark time. Let me see here, though. What was the question again?
What is it that makes a dumb movie actually fun and enjoyable to watch, as opposed to just being completely dumb and a torture session to watch?
Like I said, there has to be self-awareness to it, so to speak. Like I said, I already mentioned the rocket launcher scene from White House Down, where they're aware of the absurdities of all, where they're kind of aware of some of the more absurd nature of the story and whatnot. And let me try to think of another example where we go from dumb fun to just dumb. I think an example of where where a movie goes from dumb fun to just plain dumb might be Suicide Squad. Actually, it's while the cast is clearly enjoying themselves, I think what keeps it from being fun is the fact that it's actually maybe its story. Which is for me, it kept it from being enjoyable, so to speak. It was too dumbed down, I guess you could say. It was so dumbed down that it went from dumb fun to just flat out dumb, so to speak. We try to think more.
Hey. At least it made more sense than Batman v Superman, okay?
Yeah, we know.
At least you can understand what's going on in Suicide Squad. Can you even understand what's going on in BVS? Because I sure don't.
I understand what they were going for.
Guys, it's a conversation for a whole nother day.
It's a conversation that's happened so many times that,
Everyone's probably sick of it.
You should see on Movie Talk. There's like a meme existing that says number of days you go without having an exact center discussion and whatnot. It's happened so many times that like everyone is eventually sick of it and yet we can't let it go.
Yeah,
Let's
speaking of
not
which,
mock Snyder right now. Let's not do that. I mean,
Yeah,
poor guy
right.
can do a
Sorry.
lot right now.
thoughts and prayers with his family, man. That nobody should have to go through.
We're not that heartless. No.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, going back to Suicide Squad. It was like I think what the problem with that movie, which kept it from being dumb fun, is that they didn't really try. Like I said, they didn't really put a lot of effort into the story. They kind of just had the character. They kind of just threw the characters in, or like, hey, we'll just let these actors work their magic. But they didn't really give them any direction to go in. So they're kind of just going from one action set piece to the next without really, without really doing a whole lot, so to speak. So it kind of it was pretty easy to get bored during the movie and not really care about the fact that the cast was, kind of enjoying themselves. They were still giving it a decentish performance. For the most part, Joel Kinnaman was kind of bland, and I think that's probably, that you can tell he didn't really for most of the movie, he never really seemed like he wanted to really be there, so to speak. So that kind of dragged it down even further into just dumb territory. Am I making sense?
No, you're making sense. You're making sense. You are. Because I think, all right. So those are very good. I think that does a good job answering the question. So before we wrap up, let's try and give a few more examples of movies that were dumb but fun, and then movies that were just plain dumb. So obviously we talked about, we mentioned Independence Day. 1, dumb but fun, but 2 was just flat out dumb for anyone who saw it. We obviously mentioned Mike obviously brought up Transformers 1 versus the rest of them. I think there's a couple other movies that will qualify.
I've got it. Here's a movie that's extremely dumb. Jaws: The Revenge. Okay, so the entire movie, like I said, it had some of the qualifications to be like dumb fun, but the reason it doesn't become fun is because it is way too preposterous. The idea that the shark is somehow following Chief Brody's wife miles across the ocean because it wants to seek revenge because it killed her son. I mean, at that point, you can't even enjoy how absurd it is because it's way too freaking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it takes it from, like over the top to just out there.
Outer space. To outer space, basically, It's asking us to stretch our disbelief so far that the disbelief just snaps and smacks us right in the face.
All right, I got one. And there's actually, again, a pair of movies. One is where the original is dumb but fun, but the sequel is just flat out dumb. The 2005 Fantastic Four film. That was stupid as hell, but at least there was fun. It was an enjoyment to it. I can sit through it. The sequel, that's painful to watch. Would you all agree with that?
The sequel, it was not a good movie, but I think there were still a few moments of dumb fun in it. The Josh Trank Van Forstick, that one was painful to get through. That one, see, I would still classify both the Tim Story movies as dumb fun because they're not good movies, but there are some fun moments to them. There's no fun to be had in the Fan Forstick. It was just how honestly it wasn't really even dumb. It was just pain. It wasn't good.
I never saw that movie, but I've seen enough reviews and TV spots and commercials and clips to see what you mean.
Theaters.
You poor soul.
Yeah.
I consider the original 2 films to be dumb fun. Like the cast, it's sort of. I'd actually say it's kind of in a weird limbo where it's sort of dumb, but it's where it never reaches dumb fun, but it never descends to dumb territory either. It's like they do enough to, make the experience actually you can actually sit through the movie, but not enough to say it's like something you would like happily watch if it just happened to be on TV, so to speak.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. One of my favorite lines from the first one is still when Chris Evans is Johnny Storm going like and like lights is like, now imagine that, blood everywhere.
Yeah, and you can tell the cast was actually sort of trying. Michael Chiklis, definitely the best part of the film. He really apparently introduced walked up to Stanley, introduced himself as Ben Grimm. That's a lot of dedication there, and he really wanted to be further dedicated himself by actually not having been being CG'd and allowed himself to be put underneath all that makeup.
That's dedication.
Definitely feel bad for him. I wish he could have gotten a better role. I never know.
Better stuff to work with. All right, I got a couple more. I think when you discuss dumb fun movies, I think you have to go guilty pleasure list. I mean, a couple of them I'd say the '95 Stallone Judge Dredd. By God, that film is stupid, but it's so enjoyable to watch. And then of course Space Jam, my all-time favorite guilty pleasure. A 90-minute commercial that has Bugs Bunny playing basketball with Michael Jordan. How do you not love that? If you're a '90s kid, imagine being a 6-year-old seeing that in theaters the first time. Michael Jordan interacting with Bugs Bunny. That is glorious.
Definitely.
That is glorious to a 6-year-old mind.
Here's an example of a movie that I would say doesn't qualify as dumb fun because it's actually they put too much because there's too much effort put into it, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy. The entire premise seems stupid, but they actually managed to pull it off because at no point does James Gunn try to wink at the audience about the absurdity of the situation of a gun-toting raccoon and a talking tree. The entire movie is played completely straight, and it actually works. I'm complimenting Guardians of the Galaxy.
How dare you mention that movie in this episode? This is not the episode to mention Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Maybe two, barely, but not one.
Did you not listen to me? I said it doesn't qualify as dumb fun because they put effort into way too much effort into the story.
It does not matter. You should not have brought it up in the first place. Shame on you.
I brought up Die Hard and you didn't mute me earlier.
It's not dumb fun. It's just fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying, in order, like I said, never mind. I was trying to provide another example of something that doesn't qualify as dumb because
We are not here to discuss those movies. We are just here to discuss dumb fun. And
I'll get back to you on another dumb fun film. Just give me a second to think, Paul.
Mike, you look like you're searching for something. Do you have any suggestions of movies that are just plain dumb or dumb fun?
Me? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was just I was off grabbing a couple of more examples. I got a nice little pile right here. You know what? Roland Emmerich is kind of the king for dumb fun because until Independence Day 2, which I've never bothered with because why?
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
Man, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Not much.
For dumb fun, we got right here Stargate.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that.
I actually prefer Stargate SG-1, the TV series, but the movie's a nice dumb fun. One of my all-time favorite. This is granted this because I've got a thing for shark movies, but Deep Blue Sea. I love this movie. I unabashedly love this movie, but smart sharks. Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. When
Smart
you think about
sharks.
it.
We got the Resident Evil 1 and 2 right here.
Really?
The Resident Evil 1 I think is more of a horror one, but Resident Evil 2 is it's dumb fun because it's just over the top action, but it's still a fun movie. And this one, I think Paul and you, Caleb, I think you both agree with me on this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
I would definitely go there. That was dumb but fun. But when you think about it, the entire concept of the Turtles itself is completely dumb.
Yeah,
somehow they pull it off.
But the first one was really just fun. The second one, I think, crossed the line to dumb fun because, dude, David Warner as the scientist and Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice, Ninja Rap. Come on, that is the utter definition of dumb fun, right
Go
there.
Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
I mean, to be honest, out of the 4 live-action Turtles, because there was only 4, there was never 5. Let's just be real, because Turtles 3 does not exist.
Yeah, Turtles 3 was just dumb. It wasn't dumb fun. It was just dumb.
Oh,
Yeah.
But no, The Secret of the Years was absolutely dumb fun. But God love it. I will watch that movie every single day it's on.
Here's another movie I consider to be dumb fun. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Do you guys consider that to be dumb fun?
Crossing that one line. I will agree with that one, but you're stepping on a line.
That one's getting other close to dumb because Willie Scott is just so monumentally stupid.
Yeah, she's stupid. I think that's where the fun comes in, which is just seeing how dumb she is, and that scene where she's like, where Indy and Short Round are about to be crushed, and she like just doesn't want to help out because she's afraid of all the bugs, and Indy's like, Willie, we are going to die.
Yeah, that's pretty much the closest we ever came to shut up to her.
Yeah, you see, take her out of the movie, and you've got perfect dumb fun. Put her in, and it's towing that line.
Yeah, all right. But then, of course, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Just go that one out of the way. All right. That was very good. That was an enjoy. So obviously, Caleb, I know you wanted to be here for this collection update, but before we jump into that, do you have any suggestions you want to bring up about dumb fun movies? Anything you want to contribute to this?
Dumb fun movies. I mean, there's so many. It's hard to I mean, it's hard to classify. What. Because some people have those guilty pleasures, that are just like so stupid. You just watch them. Something like Batman and Robin, like I could watch that and laugh my ass off because it's so stupid and just. I mean, I think it's fun, even though I love Batman. It's a travesty, but something like that. But something that it's just so bad that you just enjoy watching it and laughing at it. I mean, I don't really know off the top of my head, but
All right then.
Yeah. I'd say Batman and Robin is probably dumb because there's no they really aren't really self-aware about the fact that they've gone back to the campier style, back to the Batman's campier style and all that jazz. It's like they are more or less playing the entire thing utterly straight, so to speak.
I don't know. Batman Forever is more dumb fun than Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin is just plain dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it really reaches the point of absurdity when Batman pulls out the Bat credit card and he's like, never leave the kid without it. And he's being, like I said, he's being utterly, they're treating the Bat credit card utterly straight. They're not like having any fun about it, so to speak.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right. Very good discussion. All right. So that's going to conclude our main discussion. Very well done. But before we wrap up our show tonight, we got some collection updates to work on. It's been a long time since we've done this, but I know a few of you have some exciting things. I can think of one person in particular who's thrilled to death about showing some stuff off. But we're going to start with Colton. Do you have anything you wish to showcase, my friend?
Well, as a birthday present, I got Jessica Jones Season 1 on DVD. Though, fun fact, getting this DVD was next to impossible. Like, we had to get it off of Amazon, and we couldn't get it from the United States because it's, for some inexplicable reason, just not sold here. So we had to get it from Germany, so it's possible that it might not even work. I haven't tested it yet.
Wow, man.
That sounds like me getting a hold of the first season of Avengers Heroes, the anime show. The only way you can get the first and the second season, I think, actually, are from Canada. Because they only released them in like episode segments here in the U.S. Amazon.ca.
Yeah, so as a backup present, I also asked for the 4th season of Fringe as well, which is thankfully sold in the United States. I never finished the series, so I'm trying to catch up now. Nice. I started watching the season back when it aired. It was pretty good, so I'm going to finish it and hopefully get season 5 soon.
All right, very nice, very nice. Mike, I'll come to you next.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was my birthday last month as well. Well, this month technically, I guess. And my Geek Salad co-host and best friend gave me Star Wars the updated Ultimate Visual Guide here.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yes. Let me see. I got myself a Lego City Undercover here. Very fun game.
I will probably pick that up when it drops in price.
I picked this up here, right here.
Logan.
Uh,
What a
Damn
depressing
that ending. Damn that ending.
that ending though. Yeah.
I picked. I picked this up at Celebration, which was technically last month, but
We didn't do a collection update last
yeah.
week.
So the Kotobuki figure of Captain Phasma.
Ooh.
Yeah, fully detailed. She's actually got multiple different hands, so you can actually put her in different poses. But I like this one right here.
Make sure you don't throw. Make sure she's not. Make sure she's not near any garbage disposals or trash cans, man.
No. And this one in honor of the Power Rangers in Sentai series that is going to be coming up on this channel before too long. I picked myself up Zoo Ranger, Die Ranger, and O Ranger.
Which seasons
nice.
were? G Ranger was Mighty Morphin. What are the
Season
other
one.
ones?
Die Ranger was
Season 2 of Mighty
Season
Morphin.
2 of Mighty Morphin and O-Ranger was Zeo.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
There's Kaku Ranger, which is season 3 of Power Rangers. It's definitely the weakest Sentai that's been released, but
yeah. I'm still waiting for that one to come in. But yeah, I had ordered that.
yeah, completionist. Like it's definitely weak. It's not enjoyable to watch to me. Like Kaku Ranger is just it's just there.
Yeah.
You know,
And
we're really not that good.
yeah, and one last thing that I want to show off here. The haven't even taken this one out yet. It's there's another highly detailed action figure. This one's of Black Widow, but it's not like the
But not Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. No, it's kind of like an anime-esque styled. It's. I mean, just check out this pose right here. This is actual. An actual the figure, not.
Yeah, there's kind of a
Not-
glare, so we can't really see too much. Too well.
It's all right. It's kind of tilted there.
All right, I can see now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Very
yeah, I'm still debating whether or not to actually take it out of the box because it's so this box is just so damn beautiful.
I would not. Or be very
Yeah.
careful with it.
Yeah.
All right. I know Caleb's chomping at the bit, but
you go ahead, Paul. You
he's
go ahead.
got so much big stuff, so I'm going to let him go last because he's got so much. So for my update, I've actually got a nice little mix of things. So if I've showed this one before, forgive me, I can't remember. I did pick up Rogue One on Blu-ray, Best Buy Steelbook. Very, very nice. Nice, very not good, Mike. Speaking of Super Sentai, I finally got Car Ranger. I've been chomping the bit to get this one, though. I'm still way behind, so I've got to catch up on most of them.
Shift to the turbo. Sorry, wrong version.
I also got Teen Titans, The Judas Contract, which I've watched, and DC Animation, they did it again. Stellar movie. Wonderful story. Great character moments. Great action. And just enough humor to make it such a fun ride. I particularly love the awkward conversations that Dick and Corey have to the group about their intimate relationship.
That's good because I'd actually heard like mixed things about it. So it's good to hear some more positive reviews for it.
Well, bear in mind, Mike, I don't read the comics. I think most of those mixed reviews come from people who actually read the comics.
Fair enough.
And then I did pick up a few video games as well. I got Lego Marvel Avengers. Got to play that. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I've already shown this, but there's a particular reason I'm holding up Fallout 4 again. It's because I picked up I bought the season pass a couple days ago. Now, as you know, I think I might have mentioned this. I got one hell of a deal on this. I only paid $15. I got lucky again with the season pass because Memorial Day weekend. I got it on sale for just $30. So most people, including this game and the season and all the DLC, have probably spent about $120, $130 on this game. I paid $45 for the whole thing. Sometimes it pays to be patient, people. But
Yeah,
I'm
man.
enjoying the DLC so far. Automatron was nice. I'm working on the Voltec one, and pretty soon I'll be going to Far Harbor. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so that was my collection of it. All right, Caleb, you have been waiting to do this for well over a month. The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. Real quick, Paul. I can't remember if I got any video games. I'm pretty sure I got the Kingdom Hearts collection that came. Well, I mean, I did buy it, but I'm not sure if that was in the last 2 months. But I do have about like a 10 titles here or something. First off, I'm gonna start. I also got Car Ranger. I watched the entire thing. I got it like 3 weeks ago. I got it like a week before it came out because I ordered it from Shop Factory's website. So I got it. I mean, I got it a while ago. Watched it. It's really, really good. The main villain, Exhaust, is actually really good.
I've heard it's more of a parody than a straight series.
It is.
It's a parody of the sense. It's good. It's goofy. It's super, super goofy.
It explains the more bizarre aspects of Turbo, to say the least.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure we'll go into that more during our Sentai shows.
Yes, we will.
It's still better than Kaku Ranger, though. It's whatever. Let's see. I got the Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
That's a pretty good one.
Jeff Goldblum, Bloom.
So I have Fast 5, 6, and 7, and I just recently saw Fast 8, which I enjoyed these movies. I didn't have the first 4, so Walmart had a thing where these were like $9, so I got Fast and Furious 1 and 2, and I got Fast and Furious 3 and 4. So I have every single one except for 8, and I'll be getting that.
Oh yeah, that's another franchise I consider to be dumb fun is the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. Next up, a movie that I don't think I'd ever seen, but Gretchen really enjoyed it. It's Balto.
Oh, I enjoy that movie. I enjoy that movie. I think it's good.
It was actually a lot of fun. I actually I really enjoyed it. Next up, I got Split, which was rather interesting, to say the least. Wasn't a huge fan. So next up, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows.
Nostalgia bomb, baby.
Look, I gotta give it a rewatch. Me and Paulie watched it once, and I had to give it a rewatch. Next up, I finally got Ant-Man.
About damn time.
Finally added to my collection. Finally, I got the Avengers: Age of Ultron. Finally,
there are no strings on me.
I finally added them. Next up, I got a bunch of Disney. So I got the Good Dinosaur. Watched it. Really good. I hated the ending.
Oh wow.
Next up, I got Up.
Just rip my heart out, why don't you?
Next up, I got Hercules. I got. Let's see. I got Wally. I got. I had Monsters U, but for some reason I didn't have Monsters Inc. So I got Monsters Inc.
Yes.
I got The Incredibles, and I finally wrote it wrong, Paul. I hate that it doesn't have a slipcover, but I finally got Aladdin. And the one Paul is going to be so jealous of, I got the Aladdin exclusive 2-pack, Return of Jafar, and Aladdin King of Thieves. It's exclusive on the
on Disney Store.
Yeah, the Disney Movie Club. You can only get it there. So that was what I got for the past few months. So definitely growing. I don't know how much I'm going to be getting the next few months. Kind of running into some issues, but I'll try to keep collecting as best I can. But I definitely want to show those off, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about them.
Who can blame you? Who can blame you? All right, guys. So that is going to wrap up episode 105 of our show. I know it's been a while coming since our last one. I do apologize about that. We've said it all the time. Life gets in the way sometimes, but we will see about being a little bit more consistent with our delivering on the episodes. But in the meantime, I do want to thank everyone who showed up for this one. Colton, thank you very much for being here.
Happy to be here. Great show. Good topic.
Mike, as always, a pleasure.
Yo, it's the Green Machine. Go to Rock Town without being seen. Everybody seems to look at down. Slam jam to the swing town. Yeah. Nice to meet you as well.
You just saved yourself.
And I apologize
Go
for being
Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
And Caleb, we appreciate you making the time to be here, my friend.
Yeah, it was nice to pop in and see you guys real quick. So
good to see you too, man.
All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up episode 105. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.